Welcome everyone to today's video. We're the DimitrovBoelee piano duo without the boule. Much better, right? Now, in today's video, I am going to get back to this Waltz Brilliant by Chopin, Opus 34, number 1. I haven't practiced the piece. I practiced the piece and I stopped. So I haven't practiced it for some time because I was busy with performing other pieces. And now I wanted straight without practicing. I just warmed up for like less than 5 minutes before shooting this video because I want to keep it real with you. And I'm going to go back practicing this piece, and I wanted to demonstrate what I would do or what you should do if you're in a similar situation. Practicing a piece, then having stopped for some time and going back to it. The first and most important is I'm going to pick a section. I remember two sections. I don't know how far we'll get with this video, but 2 sections where I wanted to work. So I'm not starting with the beginning. But the second section that I indicated for myself, and that's this. And I'm going to start slowly. That's always what I do. So this is a way, slow practice is a way for me to always get into the piece, get into the passages and experience musically very well what I want to do. So I'm very conscious and very interested and very involved in what I want to practice. I don't want to just repeat mindlessly without knowing what I'm doing. What I remember now from this section and what I'm going to demonstrate to you is once this part starts, like, this is actually only one note, but let's say once this part starts, if you look at the score, you will see that there is a legato. Look, I will demonstrate with playing and showing. This is legato here. And then later on, if you look, we don't have the legato. Look. Break. Break. So if you have the score, I'm sure that you can find it on IMSLP or something, just Opus 34, number 1, you will see that there is a legato connection and then there is a break, or how do you call it, just the slur, the phrasing slur ends. And so for me it's important there to break it. Let me demonstrate. So that's the legato. And now I break. And so this is a very nice part, but very challenging part when you want to do it a little faster. And so I want to see in what shape the piece is after I haven't practiced it. So I first tried in slow. Now I'm going to try a little bit in a faster tempo and see the condition of the piece, what I need to work on. Let's see. As you see, this is a faster tempo, but perhaps not the tempo that I will be playing the piece later. I always like the fast pieces to bring them to as fast tempo as possible. Sorry. To bring the fast pieces to quite extreme fast tempo, I enjoy that. But this is just a practice tempo, I call it. Faster than the slow, but not at my limit. Now, What's difficult with this piece, if you're practicing this piece, is to remember that once you start breaking those spots that I showed you in the score, you don't necessarily need to keep the same tempo. So you can take a breath of air. Like, I'll first show you the one where I don't break. They go very naturally. They just go, see? I go immediately into the next bar. But when I break, I do. So you can allow yourself to dance a little bit there, right? Like, it's a little waltz dance, so you don't need to necessarily try to be on time and do. Because then we don't hear this breath of air. And so what I'm trying to not convince myself, but really think about when I practice is take the time. Don't, no matter how fast you're going to play, don't force yourself to arrive at the next bar after this rest and after the phrasing slur ends. Don't force yourself to arrive on time. So I'm going to try it now again in a fast tempo and try to think about that while I'm practicing. So that didn't work. How does it sound, Elvira? What do you think?
I heard you sneaky skipping a mistake.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There was one now. But how does the air in between? It doesn't sound unnatural, right? It's
Sounds
really
wonderful.
Yeah, it's really nice. It brings some variety. Now, Elvira said I have to fix my mistake. Let's fix it. Better?
Perfect.
Okay, I'm allowed to go on. So actually this is a good point that Elvira mentioned this. We consider, perhaps to you and to many of you, you wouldn't have even noticed the mistake. To some, it's a noticeable, a little bit mistake. To some, it is a major mistake. We consider everything that's uncertain, a little bit sloppy, a little bit even hesitating. We consider it as a mistake because as professional pianists, we strive for as much perfection as possible. Of course, on stage and when you play for somebody, things can always happen, and they always happen, but nevertheless, we strive for this perfection. So anyway, so I would give you also a little tip on how to practice this. So when you come to the spot where you want to, I would even say exaggerate a little bit and allow yourself to take a break, like do it like this. And then do that a few times and then try to shorten a little bit the break. Because it will be so nice if you're able to do that. In the beginning, by the way, when I started practicing this piece, I wasn't able to do it. I was thinking, wow, that sounds stupid. It doesn't continue in the same way, but now I really like it. Now let's move a little bit further with the piece and see how this section is. If I go, so that was the slow, and now I'm going to experience it a little bit in a faster tempo. That's not good. Not good. not completely precise. And I remember that I had this problem when I was practicing earlier this piece. I went way too fast here and I developed instability because of it. Because I was practicing it quite quickly, I actually was not conscious and I was not developing control. So I have to pay attention. So that's better. It has to be very clean. And what you have to remember if you're playing this piece, and similar pieces to this, the scale, the 13 notes that I have to play, they have to be light. The heavier you play them, the more difficult it becomes to play them quickly, but also it becomes very heavy. So once you get to those notes, what I'm trying to do is to get them really nice and light and just hit the upper note. See? And so this is something to be practiced. When you, how I practice this is a combination between slow and fast, or slow and faster. Like I would do it sometimes like this. Or the other. Once again, slow. You see, I keep it as light as possible. And then I try in a faster. And again. I sometimes hear a little bit of a wrong note. Yeah, that's cleaner. That's better. No, do you hear that over here at the end? Yeah, exactly. So I barely touch the E natural, and that produces not a nice sound. That's better. So as you see, I combine, and then when I do it a few times in a fast tempo, I bring it back again into a slow to relax my hands, to relax my mind, to be able to listen to what's going on, and that's how I practiced. And so I will not make the video any longer because I just want to give you a little glimpse at how I practice, because it's a nice reminder. I hear from our students that this is a great reminder for them to know how to practice, not only during the lessons, but that they see also in videos. And that's what I really do during my practice. Just my practice lasts longer than this video, and I just try to put together as many thoughts as I have during the video so you can get as much information as possible. But this is how I practice. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just make sure that you always combine slower practice with faster practice, because that produces the best possible results. And if you have any questions, like always, about this piece or any other, you can let us know in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. You will help us enormously that way. And if you are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you can follow us there. You can join there. And what else? I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video for me and Elvira. It was a great pleasure recording this video for you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.